You should be matured enough to know what you really want out of a relationship, and then take those things you want, put it on a table in front of the next partner that is expressing love towards you. If that partner gives you the response that you didn't get, but you were expecting from your previous relationship, and you steady and it is good enough, you move on ahead. If you're not getting those answers now, call it a quit, and then you go.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is Rachel TV. Sefi, at what point do you realize your relationship won't work out? At what point in time do you realize that penetrating the be made the way they then bema be them.
Um, at the moment, the woman shows you she's not serious. Like you say your serious stuff, and the woman doesn't react to it positively. That point now, you should realize, oh, it won't work out.
Okay, serious point to say be to say then now will be kinda unknown fan. It doesn't matter to her. Like then what are some of these things I to say Ubekana partner and fan or some things that you think or that are very important. You say you talk to your partner about it, but Usha another.
It's uh, it depends on once you enter the relationship with, because me a photographer, and I met my wife at a wedding, and from the very beginning, as you know, in by me Jenny number one for mom. Man, I'm for tricks, some wild ways being a second number. That time, what church road didn't work out, lockdown, yes, serious, and it's in a quasara or chosen, and they will write your name at the entrance, take your contact. And see, that's where I picked the number from. She actually didn't give me her number, and right from the beginning, I would say I would try to check up on her, keep in touch with her. I would send her a message. Good morning. How are you doing? How was the day for you, or how did work go? Did they go? And then she would come and reply 3 days later. I'm fine. She wouldn't even say I'm fine. She would come and say fine. It was fine. You see. And then 3 weeks into it, I told her, "Do you realize I'm going to marry you?" And the response that came, of course, she rejected it in her head, and she was like, akwawe pa, now we free fa, CCR, do you know? So it was funny for her, and then she actually told me it was funny, and so on and so forth. But the first reaction was, who the hell is this guy? Okay, so that's a genuine reaction, because it's like I I distracted her from who she really is. Then for a very short time afterwards, she would reply. I would greet her good morning, and then she would reply immediately. So then I had distracted her. I distracted her from the point that she was in already, and then I was disputing the facts of, say, Ninyobia, she doesn't know me. It will never work. It's one way that our mind uses. It's a natural inclination. I think so. Yankopon dam no yeno, so that our mind helps us protect ourselves from danger. And you meet a stranger who is a photographer, and then photographers are being tagged as womanizers also. Then, in the shortest possible time, no, he's saying so, Bowaro. I mean, you really want to know who this guy is. You see the everyday photographer womanizer that I've heard about. And, I distracted her, disputed her, and then I encouraged her. So, like, Charlie, so and so and so and so. And that time I started, I'm trying to be open. I was just pushing my intentions to her. I'll talk about marriage. I'll talk about how I'm going to build a family with her. I'll talk about how many kids I was going to, and all this while me can't put them a no. So the response that she gave me encouraged me myself to fight for her more. Finally, when I said, okay, I like you, I love you, blah 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 blah, and then she accepted, I had laid a good foundation. When you go into a relationship with and then you don't build the foundation very well, it gets shaky, and You don't know whether the building is going to be toppled down or not. If the response you are getting from, if you are building a house and then the response your foreman is giving you is different, the response your masons, your laborers are giving you are different. Like the laborers and foreman and the rest being friends and family are different, including the woman herself. No, if they are not matching, then no, you must know that this thing will not work. Because I said, I want to meet your family people. I want to go see you where you live. I want to meet your family and your friends. And then gradually, she'll tell me at this time, at this time, at this time. I don't know, but maybe she will agreed and set the dates, thinking I'm not serious and so on and so forth. So it's like I was disturbing because I was constant. I was bohonum. So she will agree and say this, and then I'll do it. And oh, I didn't think you pulled through. And she also, I think, from how I was responding to her message and then how she was also responding to my message, we realized that we are compatible. It will work, and then we moved on. We poured our hearts and ourselves into it. If you ask a lady or a guy, take me to your family, and then the guy is postponing, then no, leave him. If you want to meet you talk about marriage and your man or your woman is not interested and doesn't even want you to talk about marriage, my buddy, leave him away. I mean, there's no point in wasting because, to be honest, or I can say that these days, it is like at a very young age, we start dating before we even reach the maturity age for marriage. Nyamana, nyimpa, obai, ana beyin, iPad dating, onye chemistry, na beka there, be take your time, Asian, a steady na and sanding hun. You should be matured enough to know what you really want out of a relationship, and then take those things you want, put it on a table in front of the next partner that is expressing love towards you. If that partner gives you the response that you didn't get, but you were expecting from your previous relationship, and you steady and it is good enough, you move on ahead. If you're not getting those answers now, call it a quit. And then you go.
Call it a quit. So like maybe I can well would it like what you want, then you would actually say this what this into your interested now what they here on my attitude and things then you know say oh this guy there like you said muhu consistency na persistence na are there or they pull you through into I think say at certain point in time if you sit down and look at the relationship if it's going well your assessment you will know that oh at this point I can continue na maybe so to say my can yenko we na story yenye we imenu mi hu ma mi hu we now yeah 2 man to answer chia when we say Charlie because honestly anyobia not every anyobia na all before obi wo we hu bi na bibia aka ache na this bi na dey be enjoy na alcohol what I say until you would have to when I say you would have to push and no say honestly we are real and now you're real I say obi abeba we realizing na ebe it to bibia say until make sure you should know what you want for yourself
Exactly.
mine yeah just like that so yes so yeah.
And Uma, in my car, some great the beyond pedamerican free. A lot of women say this that it is only a guy that knows the lady he will marry.
Yeah.
In Banese, one do or today, I want to disprove that and say that ladies also knows the men they want to marry. Oftentimes, a lady that thinks, oh, me the minim, so being about a man on most of them, they have options. The way and where ma, me the bokwa, That's the reason why they stay in that particular relationship, hoping say it will end in marriage. They also know because when a guy proposes to you, you have the 100% authority and power to reject. And if you reject, the guy cannot force to marry you or put the ring on your finger or even come and do the knocking in your family. Because you have to accept for the guy to come to your parents and then take your marriage list and everything, perform all the rites. So, say you can't nkasa nka mba no bo no okita dem tumi no.
So one over finance say cry and say no yeah.
Yeah.
Me sure it is very true because I think say people have proposed to her about marriage and we refuse it. But to be kind now why so no so nim say we de me worry no. Because me ma abana ma abeka say me worry na one yeah means probably something into anya wona me then. May and everything finally one over final say into I think that one point be decide last before I approve it into what you are saying there me also me know ya dream pass say mba no cry no over final say so maybe na say me I know that I will marry Jackie Apia this year ma ko Jackie Apia me na check Jackie Apia say on worry me into obi a me minim so ye Jackie amewa one wire me so Jackie akwa be fufuro maybe no so into ye no kware pa I think say most times no you say bibia you say beman or you say beman no but it is or universal or hana haina ana
Or universal but in this case in pay my research about 90% it's rests in the hands of the woman. Yeah, because if a proposes ma or Bible not so yeah, there are two things. Either some Paul, another or be or you see sometimes women have the specific person they would allow it's a pure serious so all it all the costs involved in marriage and the customary rights and everything, majority of the cost, if you meet a good lady, you can share it 50-50, and sometimes if a generous lady will even take 80% of the cost, or the lady will bargain for you. Sometimes the family has they put unnecessary pressure on top of the men, like they ask unnecessary in your maybe. Nti ishe besia papa besia watese no fi a obetu wa bargain am so ma we yen fi ma we man yenda ma we odoso na no nkeka nti no by the time what the marriage listen be bro na nyama no very you are capable of meeting it. Ibi so hard ma ya to story so bi wa na yekula ke no hwenyim wasesa onyama bi no egu then besia ne beke de awo anyim e bebu emi yekula ke do no ma po awa na show knowing very well so nyama na waka de beyin ntombra no wanto ana onyi score but because when who some future be wo beyin mu ntino she wants to tie the knot and then focus on life. So say is steady as in year kaw na ibobon wa awu beyin na ekwakobo kaw no but no crampo no de oba no ogitum de kwesi kwame Mata said the dem kawi boboma. That is the reason why before your father would your father-in-law will take the stuff that you've brought, they will call the woman and ask, Adramano, Asumesi, Kwame, what's the son yama in or Zabahanum de or Babejo or Zako? Anaminji Yamano, Anama Minji. If the lady says, no, don't take it. That's it. Abokakwa. And then they will ask again for the second time and then the third time. Maggie, this boy or this person has bought all these things and they have come here to take you away. Do you accept it? Should we take the things or we should reject it so that they will take it back to where they bought it from? And the lady has the sole power of saying yes or no, even after one more assurance. During that time, no obotumpo will break wakuma. And see, if you look at it very well, the power is in the hands of the ladies. they know who they will allow into their life for the rest of their life to be living with. They know who they are going to marry. It's not the other way around now. They be a yes do benyin no him. No, 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 no. More that actually. Today we know the truth. And if you look at it, it's rather the woman that knows who they would accept and allow to marry them. And at the point where you, the guy, you are pushing towards marriage and then the lady is not giving you her mind, you have to know, say, it's not going to work. Unless you didn't go into the relationship with the aim of it ending in marriage, that one is okay. If you are requested per one keke there, that one there I have no advice for you. I have nothing to tell. But if you are like me and you stepped into the relationship right from the onset to marry, tie the knots, then today I'm telling you, it is the woman that knows whether she will let you allow you to marry her or not. Until when you are pushing your marriage point and then you realize that it's not working or the woman is not giving in or giving you the right responses, now my paddy, quit, run away, fly away, because at that point in time, no, the thing no go work.
Nti ha no aka there, who has the final say? The woman
Yeah.
has the final say. Nti no dem a aka no what I say. Finally bibia no even during the marriage, to them I can wo do stage na obi say no can no at that point in time, bibia aka. So willy nilly ye to me who say mba no will say wonim obi a wobaware no wonim obi a woba accept ne marriage proposal wonim obi a woba allow no one in live you for the rest of their life, unlike say my aka say obeni no onim obi obaware no nti me fe obi a meware no me kona wanje a na che say what do I gain? The lady will have to accept for me to marry her. So if she doesn't accept that, man, where will be at? Then it means ladies have the power.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So yes, keep also ocean. What do if you have any views or comment or anything, you can type it in there. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you share, you comment. We are all learning here, educate. So you can also share your views. We will take it collectively. There can be because we are educating here. What I say, Anna.
Yeah, it's pure education. Yeah.
Yes, don't watch it na fair nyoma na recommend to people say was one version on busiande bro obia no ho boto no atias we modern way I dey educate na ye abrabo na relationships bibia more to come.
Exactly. More to come. So make sure you subscribe, you share the video, tell us what you think about what we have said so far, and until another time.
Thank you very much.